Greetings, I'm John Phillips, and this is Up or Down. Would you be upset if someone kept you from reclining your airline seat? And find out more about the now infamous celebrity nude picture hacking scandal. All of this and more will be judged with a thumbs up or a thumbs down, as currently modeled by Steven Cruiser. And they are stand-up comic and commentator Steven Cruiser and PJTV contributor Michelle Fields, who's, oh, there she is. I was about to say she's not modeling her finger, but there you have it. There's Michelle's thumb. All right, since they're both ready to go, let's go ahead and get started. For the third time in 9 days, a flight has been diverted and immediately landed because someone didn't want the person in front of them to recline their seat. Many passengers have now purchased knee defenders devices, which lock the reclining of a seat by gripping onto the tray table. This has caused several arguments and fights on board planes worldwide. And I, as a 6'4" traveler, understand the frustrations of having someone in your face when you're just trying to fit in your 34E seat on your way to Omaha. But fist fights on planes, not good. So up or down, are airlines to blame for these legroom spats? Steven Cruiser.
Airlines are to blame right now. Yes, they're going to have to do something about this soon, because this is like, I paid for that seat, you don't get to put something on it. Okay, that's the way I look at it. If you're going to get knee defender, you better get groin defender too, because I'm coming over the top and taking care of this in a hurry. The airlines are going to have to outlaw this stuff soon, because it's ridiculous. It's I'm sorry for all the tall people in the world, but you know, work harder, move to first class.
Michelle?
Thumbs up. It's absolutely the airline's fault for the situation. Every time I get on a flight, I feel as though the space gets smaller and smaller. They're always moving it, I feel like. But there's no reason to fight. I'm sorry. If I want to recline my chair and it allows me to recline, I'm going to do it. I'm sorry if you don't feel as though there's enough room for you. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the airline or pay for a first-class ticket.
I get the worst of all worlds because, again, my knees are in my face to begin with, being so tall. And the person in front of me always reclines back. And I feel guilty if I recline. So I always keep my chair erect. I never recline my chair to the person behind me.
As soon as, before the landing gear is up, I've reclined my seat on every flight. It's the first thing I do as soon as we get off the runway. I don't recline it all the way, though. I never do that. I only recline it a little. I never recline it all the way.
You know what I found? You have a couple of cocktails on a flight, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, pay for the drinks, you're cool.
Yeah, that will solve. Alcohol solves nothing but your problems. Remember that. On to topic number 2. Last weekend, one of the largest hacks of celebrity data took place. An anonymous user posted several private nude photos of women like Jennifer Lawrence and Kate Upton on the internet. We now know that some of this hacking was done through the iCloud on Apple products via a glitch in the Find My iPhone app. On all other Apple services, they use a defense system that won't allow people to continually try passwords until they have success. But for some reason, these protections weren't in place for Find My iPhone, and oopsie-daisy, naked pictures show up everywhere. So up or down, is Apple responsible for the leak? Steven Cruiser.
Sorry, you freaky little Apple cultist. Yes, Apple is responsible for this, okay? And nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody's acting like Jennifer Lawrence did something wrong here, because nobody wants to talk about the impregnable Apple defense systems were finally impregnated.
So to speak.
Yes.
That's why I won't use the iCloud, because I just don't want my information up in the sky somewhere. Michelle, how about it?
Yes, Apple is to blame, and they need to answer for it, and they need to fix the system. But it's also this guy's fault. You shouldn't, I mean, there are bad people, but this guy should not have done that. He should not have hacked into the information, into someone's private collection of photos, but obviously Apple needs to account for their bad system.
You're both right that Apple is to blame, but I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second and defend the giant. Because human beings can't always make laws that other human beings can't find ways around. Look what happened to poor Erin Andrews, who had naked pictures of herself show up all over the internet, and all she did was get naked in her hotel room when she was there by herself, and they developed a device to take pictures through the hole in the door. So if people want to find naked pictures of you or take naked pictures of you, and they're really creative technologically, there's really not much you can do.
This is the byproduct of an entire generation of nerdy geniuses who have never been around a member of the opposite sex. This kind of perviness is going to continue to happen. We got to find some way to start getting these guys girlfriends when they're in their late teens and early 20s.
All right, on to topic number 3. General Motors is preparing to release a new technology into some of their cars. It would monitor a driver's eye and head motions to determine if they're distracted. If they're not paying enough attention to the road, the car will beep alerts, as demonstrated by Steven Cruiser, such as for not wearing a seatbelt.
Oh my gosh.
So up or down, is it 7 a.m.? I feel like my alarm just went off. So up or down, do you want cars to call you out for bad behavior? Steven Cruiser.
Better the car nagging me than someone else, I think. Because, you know, if the car does something like that, you might react to it in a little bit. It's like my mother, if she's driving with me anywhere, my mother, every moment on a road is a big trauma to her. And she's like, doing that. And I'm surprised I haven't killed myself with her in the car before because she's like, ah! And so, yeah, I'd rather a gentle beep maybe might be better for me.
Has she ever done the Sanford & Son fake heart attack?
Fake heart attack. Oh, she grabs the thing up here all the time, too. Like we're going down the Matterhorn at 100 miles an hour.
You want to get beeped at, Michelle?
No, thumbs down. I trust myself to pay attention. I don't need something beeping. I know when I'm not paying attention and that I get straight back into the road, look back into the road. I think that this sounds good in theory, but if you were to actually get a car like this, you'd want it disabled immediately.
Well, we asked our fans on Facebook what futuristic features they wanted on cars, and here's what a few of you had to say. Gerald A. said time travel and also flight.
There we go.
Big fan of Back to the Future, obviously. Mark Hay wants an element from Get Smart. He says cones of silence. And Rick M. said radar evading stealth design. CHP has a problem with that. On to topic number 4. 14,000 people have signed a petition asking lawmakers to regulate where peanuts can be served on an airplane. Jimmy Carter was not one of them. Certain people have such severe allergies to peanuts that they can't even be around the odor of them. They can't smell the dust. The initial petitioner says she is not seeking a ban, just protections. Like she wants to be able to pre-board and wipe her area down with disinfectant and also ask people sitting around her to refrain from opening their legumes. So up or down, should airlines accommodate food allergies like this? Steven Cruiser.
Well, if I'm going to be consistent and say let's not make bigger seats just for the tall people, no. No, I'm just like, nobody had peanut allergies when I was a kid. Peanut allergies didn't exist until 1979, I don't think. So I like, you know, first of all, there's what, one airline left in America that serves peanuts on a plane anymore?
Southwest, right?
Yeah, Southwest. Nobody serves peanuts anymore. So no, we can't keep trying to change the entire companies or entire industries to accommodate the fringes of society.
Well, I'm not a peanut allergy truther like Cruiser over here, but I'm going to agree with him that I don't think that we should be accommodating the probably 5 people in America who cannot be anywhere around peanuts unless they'll have an allergy reaction. And you're right. Most airlines don't even serve peanuts anymore. They give pretzels or nothing. So no, I don't think they should be regulated for their peanuts.
Visit my site, lactoselies.org.
I'm going to get conspiratorial on the both of you and suggest that the pretzel lobby and George Costanza are behind this.
Big time. Big time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The evidence is there. And pretzels can melt steel.
All right. That's going to do it for today. Do you have any food allergies or would like to challenge Cruiser on being a peanut truther? And do you feel safe posting pictures online? Leave your comments in the comment section below. And don't forget to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/PJTV. We'll ask questions next week, and if your answers are selected, they'll be featured on the show. I'm John Phillips for Steven Cruiser and Michelle Fields. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your peanuts and have a great weekend.